Have you ever met someone who was so blinded by their own beauty and power that they forgot where they came from? Nature has a way of teaching us that pride is the swiftest path to a fall. Today, I will tell you the story of a young leaf who believed it was superior to the world around it. Welcome to Guiding Glow Tales. Deep in the heart of an ancient, primeval forest stood a massive oak tree. It had touched the sky for centuries. Every spring, thousands of new leaves were born on its branches. They lived as brothers and sisters, dancing in the wind, full of joy. But one spring morning, on the very bottom branch, a strange young leaf was born. From its first breath, it was filled with resentment. It looked up at the leaves on the higher branches and thought, "Look at them, so high up, soaking in all the sun, while I am stuck here in the shadows." It knew nothing of gratitude, only envy, unaware that these very shadows were its protection.
A few days later, the peaceful forest changed. The sky turned a bruised purple, and a violent storm descended. Hailstones the size of marbles began to fall. The young leaf was soft and fragile. A single hit could have torn it to shreds. It shivered in terror, waiting for the end. But then, something miraculous happened. The older, larger leaves directly above it bent their bodies, forming a protective shield. They took the full force of the storm, letting the ice batter their own skin, tearing their edges, just to keep the small leaf safe. They whispered through the wind, "Do not fear, little one. We are here." But when the storm passed, the young leaf felt no gratitude. Instead, it thought with arrogance, "My stem must be made of iron. Even this great storm could not break me." It could not see the sacrifice of others. It only saw its own imaginary strength.
Summer arrived. Because it was closest to the roots, this young leaf received the most nutrients and water. It grew large, glossy, and vibrantly green. It was truly beautiful to look at, but its soul had turned ugly. It looked up at the elders, who were now faded and sun-scorched, and it laughed. "Look at you, so withered and pale. Why do you even cling to life? Look at me. I am the true king of this tree, and I will stay like this forever." It had forgotten that the elders had scorched themselves in the sun just to provide the shade that kept the young leaf from drying up. Pride had turned its heart into stone. Then came autumn. The forest turned into a sea of gold and crimson. According to the laws of nature, before winter comes, the leaves must fall to nourish the roots and keep the tree warm. One by one, the elders began their final journey to the earth. As they let go, they called out to the young leaf, "Brother, come with us. Our work is done. It is time to return to the mother soil to complete the cycle." But the arrogant leaf gripped its branch with all its might. It screamed back, "I am not weak like you. I am not meant to rot in the mud. I will stay here. I will conquer the winter." It watched as the entire tree stood bare, all its kin resting together on the ground, while it hung there, alone, on a cold, dead branch. It thought it had won, but it did not know that to deny nature is to choose a lonely death. That night, the first frost of winter arrived. A bitter, freezing wind swept through the forest. The lonely leaf began to shiver. Its beautiful green skin turned a sickly blue, then a translucent white. It looked down at the ground, and saw its brothers and sisters huddled together under a blanket of snow, warming the roots of the tree. They were at peace, together. And the leaf? It was freezing, alone, becoming a piece of brittle ice. In its final moments, as its life force faded, it realized the truth. If only I had let go of my pride, I would be with them. I would be part of the cycle. But it was too late. A gentle breeze brushed against the branch, and the frozen leaf snapped, shattering into 1,000 pieces before it even touched the snow. Friends, this story reminds us of a timeless truth. There is no glory in surviving alone, and there is no victory in isolation. Real life, real strength is found in unity, in gratitude, and in understanding that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. Pride may give you a moment of height, but humility gives you a lifetime of peace. If this story touched your heart, please like and share it, and subscribe to Guiding Glow Tales for more lessons from the heart of nature. Until next time, stay humble, stay connected, and be kind. Thank you.